Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trials. Wait a minute. I thought it was blessed is the man who doesn't have any trials. You see, that's the way we think sometimes. We think that it's a blessing when everything goes our way, when people treat us right, when we get all the things that we want. We feel blessed. But the Word of God is teaching us something that's beyond earthly wisdom. It's beyond a human way of thinking. The Word of God is teaching us that you're blessed when you remain steadfast under a trial. How is that possible? This week I've been studying in the book of Luke, and I have come to find that when Jesus uses that one small word, blessed, it means so much more than that. The word actually means happy, with life joy, and satisfaction in God's favor and salvation, apart from outward conditions, and it's to be envied. You see, God is love, and we are made in God's image. You are created to be loved. Love is your original roots. Love is your heritage. Love is your inheritance. Love is your family tree. That's a powerful inheritance, and that's a powerful purpose. And each one of us has that on this earth. And there's something about love that we need to get straight. It's revealed in 1 Corinthians 13, and it's that love never seeks its own. See, love is not selfish. It's not about me. So the Word of God is teaching us in James 1 that blessed is the man who will remain steadfast under trial, because he's going to prove through his life that it's not about him anymore. He's going to prove that he has given away his life, laid it down, and he has been filled with the life of Christ, and now he's not living for his own purposes, living for selfish gain, living for what others can do for him, living for how things can go his way. He's living for the Father to so consume his life that the Father would be all that comes out of him. And whether or not things go right or things go wrong, people are nice or people are mean, we are enduring steadfastly because we have a clear vision of why it is that we're on the planet. Love. You see, it's not about what they can do for me. It's not about how they treated me. It's not about what's happening at work. It's not about what that person said. Why would we take what others have done or not done so personally and fail to take what the Father has done and said so personally? You see, many of us are hurt because someone said that we were ugly. Many of us are hurt because somebody said we're not worth anything. Many of us are hurt because people have laughed at us. Many of us are hurt because people have rejected us. Many of us are hurt because people have said that we're never going to be it. Why would we take that to heart when the Father said, you're something, you're worth me giving my life for, and I would pay the price at any cost to have you back, because I accept, not reject. I say you're beautiful, not ugly. I say beautiful things over your life. You're loved. You have a hopeful purpose. So when the trial comes and we shrink back and we think, well, where is God? God, why are you letting me be in this trouble? What happened to me being blessed? We prove that we have misunderstood the gospel completely. We prove that we're still in this for what God can do for us, and we prove that we never laid down our life to follow Him. Come on, if we get serious about the Lord and we let our lives go, and we say, God, it's not about things going my way, or people treating me right, or saying the nice things to me. It's about you already doing everything I could ever need, being satisfied in that, and from that place living my life to just overcome all the evil with good, to cover all the sin with my love, to triumph over all the judgment with mercy, to turn the other cheek, to go the extra mile, Father, I'm going to embody you on the earth because you put your spirit in me again. And I'm a blessed man because I have relationship with you and I'm satisfied in your favor. And the only reason other people are doing the things they're doing that might cause us to feel hurt is because they don't know that. So far be it from us to turn our back to them and say, I wish they would know how to treat me. Well, what's worse? They should know better not to do that? Or shouldn't you know better to not get offended and angry at what they should know better not to do? You see, we carry the truth. And the truth is that God never looked at us and said, you are a bunch of wicked, evil sinners. I don't even know why I waste my time on you. He said, you're lost sons and daughters that are confused and deceived. And if you knew better, you wouldn't be that way. So I'll come and make a way to show you who I am, who you are, and let's get this thing settled straight so you can get my spirit back in you, be transformed in my image again, and we can rock this world with love. You see, we're blessed when we remain steadfast under trial because we prove that we've laid down our life. We prove that we love God more than ourselves, and we prove that we're not in this just for how we can make our day better, but we prove that we're in this thing to deny ourselves and follow Him and become like Him on the earth because that's who He made us in the garden, in His image and in His likeness. So beloved, how about we stop getting offended ever? How about we stop thinking that if trials or troubles are happening, that that's where our focus belongs? Why don't we spend the time thinking about how great He is and how much He loves us and how it's not about what I'm going through and can't you make it better? It's about how can I shine you more clearly through this circumstance so the world can see that I'm a blessed man and so that they'll envy what I have because I'm not shaped and pottered by what others do, don't do, what happens at work, at home, at school. I'm pottered by my Maker and I live in Him and for Him and through Him. Beloved, when we live this way, we most certainly are blessed. And we will receive the crown of life, which God's promised to those who love Him. Think about Jesus with me. Imagine He's just about to be betrayed by His disciples. He's in the garden. They come to arrest Him. They put Him in chains. And they take Him away to the crowd full of people. And Pilate actually says, you know, I have a tradition to release a prisoner for you. Who do you want? Jesus, called the King of the Jews, or Barabbas, who was a known murderer? Well, the crowd is incited and they chant, Barabbas! Just picture this with me. Jesus starts thinking in his heart, are you kidding me? Barabbas? Father, I thought you loved me. Father, I thought all I ever did was heal their sick. All I ever did was teach them. All I ever did was love them. And they're going to release Barabbas? And it begins to fester in his heart. And imagine they go and they scourge him and they beat him and they put the cross on his shoulder. And he's carrying the cross, and in his heart he's thinking, these thick-headed people. Father, where are you? What have you... I thought you loved me. I thought they never get it. They've never done anything right. Why do we even waste our time on them? What's the point? If they haven't understood by now, they'll never understand. I'm over it. It's crazy to think that Jesus would talk like that, because we know that He's love. But I want to call you into your destiny. You are created in His image. So it's just as crazy when we think and act like that. What does Jesus do? He says, oh, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. They don't see clear. They don't know what love is. But if I show them, maybe they'll see it and they can all get set free. See, He overcomes the evil with good. He endures the trial because He loves not His own life, even in the death. And He knows the Father and His purpose for being on the earth. And so He overcame. And through Him, we overcome. So let our faith really be like iron. Like gold. They can't be taken away, even when it's put in the fire, because it's pure. You guys know that this is not about you. You're bought with a price. You yield your life to God. You don't incorporate God into your life. And as you do, when you let go, God will give you the strength and the perspective and the wisdom to go through everything where you're never hurt, never offended, and never beaten down, but you're encouraged, and you're hopeful, and you love, which never